Welcome back to Press Conference, everybody. I am so excited for you guys to watch this episode. We are discussing UK vs. the World episode 5, and our guest today is Lazy Susan. This is a very short and sweet episode because Lazy had to go somewhere and, she only had an hour, but I think it's a fun episode. We are laughing, we are doing jokes and stuff. So, please watch and comment and please like. I really appreciate a like. And with that said, oh, yeah, and thank you to the people who are members of our channel. If you want to do the membership, you know the drill. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to the episode. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Press Conference. I am so excited to announce our guest for this episode. We are discussing episode 5 of UK vs. the World, and our incredible guest is the winner of Drag Race Down Under Season 4. Please give a round of applause to Lazy Susan. Yay! And
oh my God!
Hi, Lazy Susan. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so thrilled to be here. I'm such a massive fan. I feel like,
oh my God.
were I one of your lanterns upon your gorgeous Victorian era side table, what a dream that would be.
I think they found it on the street.
Oh, good. Yeah. The bed bugs are here. Yeah, amazing.
So how are you doing? I know you're in a studio right now. You're recording a song for...
Yeah, well, actually, no, God, no. I will spare the world that. No, we're currently in the edit suite here at Mood Labs in Melbourne. We're doing the edit for our show, The Witchy Girls, which is an upcoming drag series that we're working on, trying to get done ASAP, which is, the world of drag is cheap and fast.
I love that. I'm excited for that. Can you tell us a little bit about it if you can?
I mean, no, it's a show that we've been trying to get made for ages, and we got knocked back for some funding to try and make this 6-part series. And then I just happened to be with Miss Reese Nicholson and Reese's husband, Kyron, when
he's gay.
Oh no! Sorry, his wife, Karen. And then they were like, I think we should have more of an in-depth conversation. So they met up with my producers and were like, I think we might come on board as producers for this. And so really, it's like a show that's been born out of Drag Race, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
The prize is the friends we make along the way who have money to support you.
I love it. I'm excited. I will be watching. I'll be seeing.
Yeah, it's we have some fabulous drag alum taking part. We have Miss Alaska Thunderfuck in a cameo performance, which is like probably the highlight of my entire life. Because Alaska is my favorite all-time drag queen, and it was very embarrassing when we were filming with her. I was like, I love you. And I'm sorry, I mean, let's go for another take. What?
I love that. And also, before we get into the UK vs. the World, I have just one more question. You are the judge of Drag Race Down Under versus the World. Without spoiling anything, I know you'll get in trouble. Can you tease us a little bit how this season is going to be? I'm so excited.
I'm so excited, and I got to be there the whole time. It's like, it really is a fucking amazing season. I'm so thrilled, and I love the versus the world format, and I love the way that the stakes are different, and I also love Michelle as a main host. I think that she brings a really different energy to set from everything I've heard, and she sets a tone that's very warm and inviting, and I think that you can see that in the performances that the gals of the season gave, and the cast of this season is so off chops incredible. I'm so excited for you guys to see some of the stuff that comes out of these incredible women. It's so good. It's actually really hard though, because it's like being asked to judge is such a dream, but at the same time you're like, honey, I'm a fucking wretched pile of garbage left out in the hot sun. And these are some of the most beautiful entertainers you've ever seen. I'm like, there is no world in which I should be allowed to judge some of these people. But you just do your best.
I'm so excited. And I mean, you won. So, you are...
Well, exactly. That's it. By
Judges.
like legal standards, it's fine. I get away with it. But like in any kind of moral standards, it's not correct. And I think like
Yeah.
you're all sitting there being like, yeah, I don't really give a shit what you say, but that's like I'm like, you did great, sweetie. You're amazing.
So now let's get into the episode. Are you? Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Are you enjoying this season?
It's a really interesting season. I really like. I
Yeah.
have loved it. I think, as I said, the Versaworld format brings a lot of really interesting things to the fore. I kind of liken it a bit to like an like in prehistoric island habitats where like there are no natural predators for like a
Yeah.
certain type of moth, so it becomes really large and like
Big. Yeah.
is able to flourish. Like I think that there are characters like Kate Butch who are like
Mm,
on the mainland when they were on their original season were not
yeah.
allowed to flourish because they like had their natural antidotes there or like their
Yeah.
natural apex predator. And here you're seeing like what happens when that moth is allowed to grow super large and be like, I am taking over the island.
That weirdly made a lot of sense. I'm
My I shouldn't watch it picture in picture with Geographic because I'm like
exactly.
mixing my metaphors.
So after the elimination of last week, where Sminty went home, Kate Butch comes, like all the girls come in, and Zahira says that Kate Butch betrayed the UK alliance, and they also show that Kate was the one that asked for the alliance first. Would you, if you were in Kate's shoes, would you do the same? Like, would you have sent a girl from Down Under, or would you have kept the girl from Down Under?
You know what's so funny about this show? Because
Yeah.
like we now have every person that's been on the show now has seen the show. So it's like
Yeah.
the conversations that are happening in the actual room versus what they have to show you because they're trying to keep the fiction of the show alive are
Yeah.
so different. Because I think it's like obviously the decision to my mind that Kate was making was not like, do I save one of the girls that I'm in an alliance with? Or do I
Yeah.
save like I think like she's like, well, what are the optics? We have a drag legend in the
That's
room
true.
who's American and has a larger fan base than all of us in this room and is more well known. Or do I save the other girl? So it's like I think that the math is like we don't get to discuss the real thing, which was like there's no fucking way she's sending home Mariah Balenciaga. Like, I don't think that. And also, I think it's like when it comes to the fandom, she's like trying to stay ahead of what they're going to think of her sending this diva home. And so I think that, yeah, there is definitely like, I'll send home that Sminty.
Yeah.
But I was really sad about that because I mean, like, I don't think she sent her home. But like, I think not being able to serve on that lip sync was probably the harder reason. God bless.
And not learning the words too, but
which I'm like, I would absolutely like die had I ever been forced to lip sync. Like I'm like, I'm sorry, I need to leave. Pardon me. But yeah, funny.
So, like the next day, the mini challenge of this episode is a reading challenge, and Naomi, the only Naomi, ends up winning.
I do think it's really funny the show like always starts with the girls being like fake angry at each other, like I'm gonna beat that bitch, but they're like, I don't know, I just arrived on set yesterday, and then it's around this episode that those feelings actually turn real, and so it is true. Nice when the girls actually start getting real angry at each other and like starting to get a bit more tired and like exhausted with the food they're getting on set and like whatever. So like this is a nice watershed moment where the girls are actually going for blood a little bit more.
That's true.
Also, just looking at this picture now, I'm realizing how short everyone in this season is.
They make Goblin look. You think that's true? Goblin looks normal sized.
This is it. But yeah, reading challenges, right? I mean, I don't know. I completely flubbed mine, so I really shouldn't speak on this anyway. Although, like, I stay on that they cut my two best reads. So.
What was it? Can you tell us? Do you remember?
I said to Mandy Moves, I don't think anyone in the room or maybe in the editing suite got it, but I was like,
Yeah.
Mandy, if you're here, then who's telling that beautiful young woman to put the lotion in the basket?
Oh my
Um,
God, that's a great read.
yeah, and then this one is so rude and I'm not proud, but it was unfortunately too funny not to say.
Yeah.
But Brenda had just won this Fierce Drag Jewels Amped
Yeah.
Accessories necklace that's set from Michelle. And I turned to Michelle and I was like, Michelle, giving a necklace as a prize to Brenda Bress is like giving shoes to a woman with no feet. Um, but
I love that.
yeah, thank you. But yeah, neither one of those made the cut. Cruelty.
Yeah, I know. Because
Yeah.
they could have left out the bad reads. That's
Right? Just give me one read. I want one of those seasons where they just have one read per girl. But yeah, as far as this season goes,
yeah,
good job, divas. And Naomi was just incredible. Deserved the win.
exactly. And okay, so after the win, which usually reading challenge wins allows. Oh no, actually, it did allow her something positive. So Naomi chooses the group, and in
Mm.
this challenge, which is going to be an acting challenge, they're going to be acting in a silent movie. So Naomi chooses her
Mm.
group. Kate Butch, there's Sahira and Mariah in her group, and then the remaining girls, which is Gotland, Serena Morena, and Fontana, they are in group 2. Just based off
Mm.
vibes, who do you think might win this? You haven't seen the challenge.
I think first out, I think that the decision to find a way to level the acting challenge for some of our ESL
Yes.
girls is really genius. I'm sure that feels like Tom Campbell, who is one of the main producers and
Yeah.
writers of all the Drag Race acting challenges. I think tip of my hat to him, because he's done a really interesting workaround for what is normally a big pitfall in these seasons.
Yeah.
And so I was really excited to see what they came up with. Let's see what it's like as just pure clowning. And I think I was pretty excited to see what the Serena team had in store, because those girls do not struggle evoking something just in pure physicality and expression. So yeah, that was my pick.
Yeah. I you know what? You're so right about them erasing that ASL barrier or whatever. But still, an American Queen won this episode. So.
Yeah, fuck yeah, no. Well, listen, you can't solve for everything, I guess.
Exactly.
What were your thoughts going in on the silent moment?
I honestly thought it was gonna be really funny, because one of my least favorite things on Drag Race are the writing in acting challenges. I hate it. I hate it so much. So I was like, you know what? Just eliminating the writing part. Yeah. Period. I love that.
Now it's just pure face.
Yeah. So I was actually really excited for this. So before we get into the challenge, the guest judge, we always talk about RuPaul's look a little bit. So what do you think of RuPaul's look? Remember, she does sign your checks.
Last week. Yeah. Miss RuPaul is there. Because you were saying that you think that this is her booty boo era, where she has not looked correct.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. I think this they probably filmed this around her booger era, because she has stepped it up in season 18.
I want to know what your working theory is for what you think was happening in the personal life, because that really intrigues me, that you're that tuned into the way she's dressed.
I think maybe she was kind of bored. She probably had way too many films, filming stuff, and also Zaldi probably just didn't have a lot of inspiration. Sometimes we go through that patches, right? Probably didn't have a lot of inspiration at that point. Ravine was just busy doing her blackface, so it's there's a lot of situation probably at that point. So
yeah,
maybe now, and maybe RuPaul, she's like, let me add another zero to y'all's paycheck. so that you
Yeah,
pay
let's see. Oh
attention.
yeah, you think she paid more? Absolutely not. I mean it um I mean the thing that I love about like the way that RuPaul is dressed by Zaldi just
Yeah.
across the board is that it feels like the wardrobe of RuPaul exists in a like time and space outside of all contemporary like fashion and ideas of
Mm,
what's in style. And then maybe that sounds like there's a few moments where you can see that they've tried to like incorporate something that's happening in contemporary
yeah.
fashion, but mostly it feels like a toy collection where it's
Yeah.
like no one's thinking like, oh, is Polly Pocket well dressed? They're just like, she's in a well Polly Pocket dress. Like that's just how Polly dresses. And I
Yeah.
think RuPaul is kind of like a doll. Like she's just like, this is RuPaul in her evening
Yeah.
gown going to
Yeah.
the evening
Yeah.
party. And so I don't even think about the way she dresses. I'm like, there she is. Like, I don't know
Wow.
why. But yeah, yeah, I can't see anything but RuPaul. I'm just like, she looks like RuPaul. It's more crazy to me when she like does something like when that one dress she wore with the airbrushed version of her face on it,
Oh
like
my
her
God. Yes.
like that is so top
Yes.
tier, but like it was so
Yeah.
different to something that she would regularly wear that I was like shocked for a second. I was like,
That's true.
wait, is RuPaul wearing clothes? Because I just get this kind of like like she's just an aura that appears. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
exist to me as like something that I could even begin to think about as like is it good or is it bad? It's just RuPaul.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm just
I
happy
don't
that
know.
she has. No, that makes sense though. Sometimes it's RuPaul. Like it's not.
Yeah, there
I
she
get it.
is.
Yeah.
She is
Um.
like it's not, yeah.
No, I agree, and also I'm just happy that she wore a different wig. I'm
Yeah.
so tired of those wigs. So she always
I
starts
just
here.
yeah, yeah. I don't think she wears wigs. That's just her hair. Like I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
how to
just
tell you this, but I'm still confused about this concept that she's not just a real person.
yeah. Did
Yeah.
you see that someone said that RuPaul just shows up bald headed and she just has a woman in a wig behind her?
Yes. Just like a hat stand with a wig
Yeah.
mounted on it. I saw someone recently did these like cocktails where they had a cutout of RuPaul Sans
Oh yeah,
hair. And then they
with the
sprayed the whipped cream behind it, and it looked genuinely like upsettingly like RuPaul. And I was like, okay, this if she doesn't release this as a collection of
yeah.
like make your own RuPaul cocktails at home.
When she had the chia pets and the chia
Yes.
like the wig, I love this.
It was so great. She should have done a tribute to that one episode and just had chia hair.
Agreed.
Be
Ravine, get
brave.
on it.
Come
Ravine,
on,
let's get on
Raven.
it.
I mean
Yeah.
Ravine.
Ravine. First group.
Yes.
What do you think? Give me your thoughts. Who stood out?
Okay,
What was
so
going
to
on?
surmise the like, I mean, I think first we have to pay tribute to what the plot was.
Oh yeah.
There's a mother and a daughter and a friend. I don't know like their relationship, but they live in like a small house. I think it's
There
the
was the daddy.
1920s. Oh, the father. Yes, right.
Yeah.
Of course. There's the daddy, the mother, and the daughter, the baby, their newborn child,
Yeah.
and they live in a rundown kind of ramshackle house at the edge of town. And they're not going to be able to make the rent that month.
Yeah.
And then the father decides to, no, then the landlord drops by
Yeah.
and decides that he's going to have sex with the mother.
No. Landlord comes in and he's like, "Oh, you guys are gonna get evicted," but then the
Yeah.
daddy starts kissing up the landlord, but the landlord is like, "I'm gonna keep him," but the mom and the daughter gotta go. So
Sorry,
they get
yes.
evicted, and the daddy betrays the
Amazing.
mom and the daughter, and then they take the
And leaves the
revenge.
newborn baby and the mother out in the
Yeah,
cold. And then they
yeah,
continue an affair.
yeah.
And then okay, now we're 100%. I understand now. So it's kind of like better and worse. They don't try and
Exactly.
sexually abuse the mother and daughter. Yeah, it's very like similar to like Changeling with Angelina Jolie. It's got like strong, yeah, like it's harrowing 20s drama.
Yeah.
Um I like the things I liked about this is like because they do it all on green screen, I think they avoided
Yeah.
some of their classic like chroma key issues because it was all in black and white.
Yes.
Um I think that the person who's like taking this one stock photo and like modifying it to like
to make that thing.
So that when you get into like a 2-shot over here, suddenly they have the roof behind them.
Yeah.
And like the angles are always really bizarre. But I'm like, can we just, I don't know. I think we could probably sort this out.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Kate did an incredible job being slimy. And I think Zahira really like really put her whole puss into this. However, I was a little bit concerned, like by the end of it, it just felt so like we did it. We had to kiss for the TV.
Yeah.
That was upsetting. I was like, this is the real. Do they feel the pressure to make out in order to make the TV show happy?
That was probably Michelle behind the scenes. Be like,
She had a lit cigarette in her hand. She said, "Now kiss."
Yeah,
Everyone else leave. Go on lunch.
Like
Kiss for
that
mother.
scene in. Have you seen Ma? Where she
Yes,
has a gun
yes.
out and she's like, "Get naked, boy. Get naked, boy."
Michelle would be so good in the sequel to Ma. Ma and Michelle hit the road. Yeah. They're doing Ma too. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled. That's huge for me.
So excited. I know. I'm so excited.
Was Missy Pyle in the first one?
Yeah, she gets run over.
Yeah. Oh God, that Missy getting run over by that car in a wide shot was just everything to me.
And then Ma plays "Do You Remember?"
It's so fucking good. Ugh, Octavia. I also think that I was watching Drag Me to Hell again the other day, and I think Octavia Spencer is in the background of one shot.
She's in the back.
What the fuck? She's at the bank.
Yeah, and remember there used to be a trend. Is like they call me hot, they call me sexy, and then they would be like all the roles that they played. Remember that trend on TikTok?
No.
There used to be like people, and Octavia did it. She's like, "I'm Octavia Spencer, but you know me as and this and this, this and this," and she forgot to put Drag Me to Hell in it. So I stitched it and said, "How dare you forget your incredible role on Drag Me to Hell as the bank teller?" And she commented, she was like, "Oops, how could I forget?" And I was like, "Oh my God."
God damn, Ma was there. That actually makes it canon that Ma used to work as a bank teller at the Drag Me to Hell Bank Loans and Office.
Exactly. Yeah. She saw the lady get dragged to hell, so she was like, "You know what? Let me just take care of animals."
Yeah, she was on the side of the Lamia. Yeah. Okay, and what did you think of this incredible scene?
I enjoyed this. I think I love the slapstick humor where they were like chasing each other around the table. I thought that was really funny. I like when they do like physical humor as opposed to like just making faces. So really loved it. I think they could have even gone further where like they fall on the table and table breaks, like something like that. But you gotta
the day that they
give
them some more, like I think some breakaway stunt furniture would be really advantageous to Drag Race. Like if they could break chairs over each other's heads. Yeah. I would love well just some sets. Like I'd love a backdrop and a set. I think it would help them get into the characters a little bit.
I agree. They do that now, I guess, because American season has budget. But also because they get to win production design Emmys if they do that.
Yes, so totally. Oh, you're so right. And you don't think the green screen is going to get them a VFX Emmy, no?
Exactly. So they're like, let's just buy a table.
I think like there was a moment though. There was a moment when Hannah Conda in the second season of Drag Race Down Under was like, okay, I'm going to be fighting a swan because I'm in Perth. And then they animated a giant swan. And I'm like, why are we not doing more episodes where the girls get to say like, this is what I'm imagining here, put this here in that kind of like that episode where they're in the green screen morph suits.
Yeah.
Like they should just do an episode where the girls get to just completely design what's going to happen because it's so fab.
I agree.
Make those VFX kids work harder. But the funny thing is, because having now judged an acting challenge, it's a quite an intense process for the team because they shoot it the day that you're off. So like while we're running around, they're shooting the acting challenge, and then you come in the next day ready to judge, and they bring in like an iPad and they're like, okay, so here's what we have. And so what you're seeing is not always the final edit, it's just what the editors worked overnight to like put together.
Yeah.
So like there's a bunch of like sort of placeholder elements, and like the sound hasn't been completely fleshed out because it's just a rough cut. So it is kind of like interesting work to try and like I don't know. It's a funny thing that you've just seen, and then you don't really have it to hand when you're back in the judging a few hours later. Like you kind of are like, wait, what happened there? I don't know. I can't remember. So you have to make very quick decisions. And as you can see, my brain is like a sieve. I'm like inventing like full other narratives for how this scene went.
I love it.
Yeah.
And so give me one person who stood out to you in this.
I mean, I am gonna I mean, I think probably like it was like our winner, right? Like Miss Mariah did the best.
Mariah was great. And I also thought Naomi stood out. I really enjoyed Naomi.
Are you? What's your like? Is she your pick to win? Are you loving her?
I love her, but I mean that sounds really shady when I said no immediately. But
she's gonna watch this and she's gonna fucking hate you.
Naomi has grown on me a lot. Like at first episode, when they sent Melinda home, I was like, they should have sent Naomi home. I shouldn't have said that, but now,
sorry, Naomi.
Now she's really grown on me. I think she's funny. Do I think she'll win? Probably not. But
who do you think is gonna win?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think. Well, we'll talk about that at the end.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, pardon me.
So the next group, oh my goodness, the next group is the Fontana group. What do you think of this?
I mean,
the plot of this was kind of messy.
Okay, so recite the plot of this film for me.
So Godland is like a man that wants to marry Fontana, but then he comes and then he's like, "Oh, I want to marry you," and then he looks at the daughter who's Serena's, and he's like, "Oh, you know, I like the daughter more
because you don't look like your pictures," which was Alan Carr, Chatty Man.
Exactly, and then Fontana is like, she brings the hot Brit crew guy, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you, like, you can marry Serena, but I'll marry the Brit crew." And then she's pinching Brit crew's nipples, which is kind of weird. And then and then they take revenge. It was like a little messy, I think, in my opinion. It's too many words.
It's so many elements, but also Fontana is like a cruel mother who is telling her daughter that she'll never be loved, and she's kind of putting on this beautiful, I can only assume is 100% Remy Lace human unit to do this character. We're getting a lot of different takes on contemporary womanhood from this scene.
Exactly.
Yeah, what a moment.
And her boobs were dangling all the way to the floor, and she kept touching it. It was something.
The boobs were boobing. I tell you what. There was what a bizarre thing to witness. I think they always talk about this thing of like, if you were just to pick up Drag Race at this moment, what would you think? I'm like, I don't know. I also think this cast is like I think there's like a delightfully stupid quality to almost every member of this cast.
Agreed.
Like, and I say that with like full love of stupidity, but there is something like, there is no like high-minded Sasha Velour in this cast. There's no like, I'm a Fulbright scholar. These are just like some sweet party gals.
They don't read books. None of them read books.
No, exactly. And it's just an incredible thing of just like, what if we put all of the sweet party gals in one room and just let's see what happens.
Yeah. Who stood out? You have to name one person. Who stood out to you?
Fontana, yeah, I think that titty did it for me.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. Yeah. I don't know whether it's good for the culture or bad for the culture, and that normally means that it's good drag.
Yeah.
Like, if it's got me quite like it was the same last week. I mean, the Snatch Game week where I was going back and around on
Yeah.
like, do I think like a German coming up and playing Hitler's gay brother is good for the culture or bad for the culture? And I was like, I think it's just like so, and like the critique was like, what if Hitler had a gay brother?
Yeah.
And they were like, that's so smart. And you're like, but
Like, is it?
I think it's actually just really dumb. And like,
Yeah.
but I was like, I think that's kind of good drag, is that it's so stupid that somewhere in there, like I think if you flipped on
Yeah.
your TV at that time and saw that, it is really stupid and kind of
Exactly.
offensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And talk about
Mm.
offensive. Let's talk about the runway this week.
So the theme was movie
She-Ville.
villain.
Yeah, She-Ville
Evil,
Queens.
yeah.
So
Was it She-Ville Queens or was it movie villains?
no, it was She-Ville Queens. So I guess it just
Right.
included villains of all kind, like women.
Because like I
villains.
was really I was really confused because I was like, is it just villains? And then they all came as movie villains, and then they
Yeah.
all in their to camera thing. I think it might have been a moment where they got the list and it said come as your favorite movie villain, and then
Movie
they
villain.
changed the name of the category on
Yeah.
the day, which does happen and makes a bit of confusion sometimes.
Right.
But yeah,
But-
interesting.
Yeah.
What did you make
So-
of this moment, this interpretation?
I love
of
how
the
you're
theme?
asking me questions. It's like, I love it. I'm like on Lazy Susan's podcast.
Sorry, I'm just more intrigued by your thoughts than my own.
I mean, I like anything movie related. So
Mhm.
I loved like a villain runway. I'm going to talk about one runway later, though I hated it. But
Mhm.
everything else, like I thought it was really cool. So, did you like the category?
I love the category. I'm kind of like, I was a bit depressed by the idea that like, okay, so like I think Fran Lebowitz talks about this in a really like fabulous
Yeah.
way, where she talks about like how queer people used to be the like connoisseurs of culture, like, and I
Yeah.
think RuPaul is probably like a really like interesting example of that, because she loves like high art, low art. She can like
Yeah.
find inside of like, you know, like her love of Tammy Faye and like all of these like
Pickle
things that queer
surprise.
people found that were like, these are my culture, these, and queer people still do that. We're like little magpies feathering our nests with
Yeah.
like interesting pieces of niche pop culture that we find, like, you know, like Ma, like things that we
Yeah.
find that are so like, oh my god, this is tantalizing,
Sylvia
amazing.
Brown.
And then I found that this, like, if the theme is like you're going to come as a villain, like plucking like the Joker,
Yeah.
Thanos,
Right.
Mystique, and Scarlet Witch, like all of these giant Marvel properties and DC properties. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is so basic. Like, you guys were gay. We need to have better taste than this. Like, we need to have more interesting
Agreed.
picks. Like, what do
Agreed.
you mean? And that's why Mariah's was really good, because it was like a point of view, something like a funny critique. I did see your video about how Kate Winslet needs to stop getting shat on for this. But I was just like, at least there's something here. I'm not like, and like even Mr. Freeze is like a bit more interesting, because at least it's like a throwback to a camp kind of classic. But I was like, could
Yeah.
we just get a bit of point of view more than just I'm the girl version of this thing? And I was
Agreed.
really like a bit, and sorry, Kate Butch, if you're watching this, I do think you're fabulous. But I was like a bit like, how are you out here calling yourself the Master Queen Geek if you're like given the opportunity to play a villain from all of, you know, cinema history or all of you know pop culture history, and your selection is Thanos? Like, what do you mean? Like, how is that the deep cut that you're going for, Diva?
Yeah.
You could do better than
I
this.
agree. Who would you do?
I mean, unfortunately, it's already. I say all that now. Unfortunately, it's already been done. But like, imagine if you were like Annie Wilkes from Misery,
Oh,
or
yes.
like an iconic. Like, what if you were like Christine, the car from Christine?
Yes. Yes.
I think like there's so many stupid villains. I actually thought that like I say all that, but then the Angelica Houston witches reveal
That,
was
yeah.
like sublime. Like it looked
That's true.
incredible. I
We'll,
was
we'll
just
talk
like,
about the individual
okay,
runways, but yeah.
yeah. But like, yeah. What about you? What's your villain?
I mean, I could say Ma, but I feel like I could just do
Yeah.
Ma, but then that runway, they will read me for it because I would just be in a hospital scrub.
You could do Ma in the car hitting Missy
Yeah.
Pyle. And you could, yeah, get Pissy Miles involved. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. That actually
Don't
went
make me slay alone. Yeah.
alone.
You
There
could get the
you
little get the
go. There
Trixie
you go.
Mattel like car and just drive down and yeah. And then get a gun out and point it at room and be like, take your
Yeah.
clothes off.
Yeah. Mine would be very niche. You know what? I just thought of something. It would be
Yeah.
Carol Burnett, her in Law and Order SVU, where she played a Black Widow, where she would kill all her husbands.
Amazing. Okay, well then I'm gonna do Melissa Joan Hart in Law and Order, where she's
Yes.
the evil teacher.
There you
If
go,
they did that as a
villains.
category, like character actresses
Lord.
in Law and Order, it's
Oh,
time.
that'd be so fun. I could do Shirley MacLaine.
Incredible. I mean, do Shirley MacLaine in Sweet Charity, the real villain of the piece. I also think, like, yeah, I mean, the thing that I love more than the kind of just blaming Kate Blanchett is kind of gay people randomly holding grudges against movie characters that no one's thought about in 30 years. So that helps. I do enjoy that. Petty gay people being awful
Yeah.
is my favorite category.
So the first runway is it's Serena Morena. And what do you think of this? Do you like it? What do you like about it? Ate, regurgitate?
I'm gonna say like I'm sorry I had lunch, but I'll get a snack. Like yum. Like
No,
I
wait.
think like
A light
a light
nosh.
nosh, honey. Yeah. Let's have a little nosh. The construction of this outfit is incredible. And I think it's like I always have this thing of like, bitch, if you saw this in the club, you would gag. So I think it's like if I saw this in the club, there is no way I wouldn't fucking gag. And I think I don't know how the fire safety stuff is working at the moment, but there's been a lot of like sparks and sparkers on the runway. So I'm very impressed with that. Yeah, I don't know. This is impressive. I think like Michelle's read. Pardon me, I'm dying. This is from that light nosh. I already had lunch. But like the slight read on the beat being like a slightly like bluer hue and not sitting well with the like silver tone. I think is probably the thing that I would clock this for. But to be honest, I don't think I have a fucking leg to stand on. This looks pretty cool to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay.
Next up, we have Bride of Chucky. It's Fontana. What do you think?
I actually fucking love this. I think like I was just really excited to have something there that was a bit like more faggoty as a selection. Like, yeah, I was like, cool, you've chosen something like even one more beat removed than just like the largest intellectual property in the entire known world.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah. I think the beat is really cool. Yeah, and I loved the watching this like face transform then. Like the beat was so stamped that then when it was in the lip sync, I was like, you look fucking sickening. Like this is cool. So yeah, I was pro this look.
And I agree with you.
Yum.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat it. Tiffany is such an icon. So anytime somebody does Tiffany, I'm like, yes.
An ally, mother of a non-binary child. Tiffany would be at the parade being like, my child, we respect the pronouns in this house.
Exactly.
We made this banner.
So then we have Joker. And this is the only Naomi. What do you think? I mean, I think we know what you think.
Well, okay, so I can separate two things here. I like the beat is so stamped. Everything looks perfect. The fit is amazing. Like I love everything about it. I just hate that it's the Joker. I think it's so
Yeah.
lame. Like I'm like, ugh. I am like my sister always has this recurring joke that the Joker is her favorite film, and I'm like, you've never seen it, and she's like, yeah, but I saw the trailer. I get it. And I just I don't care about this. This sucks. Like I mean, like
Okay.
this does not suck. It is impeccable. She looks
Yeah.
amazing. She's done an amazing job. But I just am like, we don't like gay people. Like, do we need to now love the Joker? Fuck, come on,
Yeah.
guys. And like, I should. My drag sister is a real comic book nerd, and I understand that there's like a lot of deep love in the world of like
Yeah.
comics for like queer people love. Yeah, but I'm like, this no, no, not for me, not for me. I don't think like let's pick something even just like one more. Do this the next thought after this.
Yeah. Are you gonna do Garcitate?
Yeah. Oh no, it feels not fair. Oh,
You
I'm
already did
like,
it.
yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna like call this like I tried to eat it, but it's just not for me.
Mm.
Yeah, I
I
have a
mean,
deep
that makes.
allergy to this. Yeah.
You can just like sniff it.
I'll sniff it. I'll sniff
Yeah.
it. Get the EpiPen because I'm allergic to it, but I do appreciate it. Like I'm like, this is shrimp. I like
Yeah.
want to enjoy it, but I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna nibble for like for
No,
the concept because I do think her makeup and everything and the way she was
the
laughing on the
beat.
runway, it was
When I
cute.
saw it close up as well, like the kind of almost airbrush quality that the paint has,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful. It's like
Yeah.
it's only the concept that lets me
Yeah.
down. Everything about the execution is perfect.
You know who I would do now? I just remembered. Have you seen
Mm.
Scooby Doo on Zombie Island? I do that
No.
too. They're like they actually are real zombies in the that was the twist of that movie that the monsters were
It's,
real, and it was two really good
ah.
divas. Like they were like really cunty, and they were like they transform into like these hideous beasts. I would probably do that.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
Island.
Okay, the 1998 classic. Oh, and they
Yes.
returned to Zombie Island.
Yeah, that
God,
was not that
you
great,
think that'd
but
be
the
the
first
last tape you? Yeah.
it was
Well,
cute.
that's the world is owed that. The world is owed you doing that.
Oh, what do you think of this?
Once again, this is fucking exceptional. It's like high caliber drag.
Yeah,
And then I just wish that it wasn't like that.
Marvel.
Maybe this is like I'm
Oh,
the wrong
Marvel.
person to. I'm just like there's something about like I mean this is kind of like a she's at least like oh how can I use this like mystique being able to transform in an interesting way
Yeah,
and make the outfit like mid transformation I think is really fabulous. I do think my issue is just like IP drag maybe
yeah,
like I
makes
find
sense.
IP drag to me is like a little bit like it's kind of become the thing in the culture a lot, like where it's like I'm gonna dress up as an exact replica of blank, and so I think it's like
Yeah,
where drag is kind of intersected with cosplay a bit, and I really get so much more excited when someone comes up with like a full original character or a full
yeah,
original idea, which I understand is like outside of the limitations of this runway. So what I'm kind of looking for in this category is people that have like made an interesting decision or interpreted the theme in such a way that allows the IP to kind of slip out of your mind and like you're like this is this person doing this character.
yeah,
So I'm gonna give this one like a nice like yum 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 because of the mystique into Scarlet.
yeah.
Yeah.
I I agree with you about the concept, but I gotta devour this. I just think
Come
it's
on.
so. I just think it's so well done. I love this, and
It is. I completely agree with you. I mean, like, listen,
yeah,
I'm just being a petty bitch. I think it's like you can't look at this and say anything apart from like, holy shit, how the fuck did you do
yeah.
that?
It's just like the makeup
Knowing
and
is
everything is just so well done.
and
I love it.
an hour and a bit to get ready is like, what?
Yeah,
How the
like,
fuck did you do that? And the wigs.
That's true. It's like a great
Yeah.
wig. What do you think of this? I Loki didn't get Thanos, but you go ahead first.
No, I didn't. Like, I also, I'm like,
No, no, keep
once
talking. I'm drinking water.
oh, what a novel concept. You ate, you drank.
Yeah,
I think, like, to be fair to this look, I think she like she looks good. She like the makeup is amazing. She looks fab. I just think I think I'm happy to give her like something for this, but I'm also like Thanos. That was the
yeah,
villain. And I think if I'm being cruel to Naomi, then I'm gonna have to be cruel because this isn't even as like finished as
yeah,
Naomi's was. So like, I'm sorry, Kate. I just think like you can come up with a more exciting concept than this.
yeah. I agree with
Sorry.
you.
Oops. Oops. Sorry.
Even
I'm sorry.
outside of the
Sorry if you're
concept,
watching this. Yeah.
they're probably not. But outside of this concept, even that, like just the look itself, it's a regurgitate for me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't like it. And oh my goodness. Before you guys
Okay, now
start.
you're gonna have to no, let you like speak your truth.
So, first of all, love Mariah, but this is this is ugly. Okay, it's so ugly. The bodysuit is ugly. I just feel like if you're gonna do an iceberg, either like do a big headpiece of like a fucking iceberg, or just have
Yeah,
at least the bodysuit be icy colors rather than
yeah,
whatever like color is. It's so I hate it. I hate it. It's so ugly. And then I also don't like, and I've done a video on it. Please go on my TikTok to watch in detail. But
please.
I hate the fact that like a Rose has been so villainized. For some reason, she's a
Yes.
villain because it's like,
Mm.
girl, who the fuck? Like that's just so. I hate it, and I
Yeah.
hate this runway. It's ugly. Like even if it was beautiful and she still did like the Rose being a villain concept, I would have been like, okay,
Yeah.
but this is just ugly. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm so sorry, Mariah. You are a
And you
legend,
prolapse?
but this is a prolapse. It's a prolapse. The thing has fallen off. It's just, it's not good.
I mean,
Now, what do you think?
now I'm gonna tip my hand and say I love this stupid runway.
Oh my
uh,
god!
okay, but I think it's just like in a runway series kind of starved of like a really fun concept. Like I'm like like I love concept. Concept to me is
That's true.
like more important than execution, more important than anything else is like what is
Wow.
the thought? What is the idea? Why is it funny? Why is it interesting? And to me the
But it's
thought
neither of
here
those things, though.
but I think like I mean obviously Bowen Yang would have had his like viral like I am the
Yeah,
iceberg moment. So I think like it's obviously not an original thought to be like I am coming as the villain. And like even back in the day, Katya was dressed as an iceberg doing
yeah,
it at Jacques. Um,
yeah,
but I think like to me it was a something different and like a concept on the runway that was like not not just like I am Thanos from the Marvel Cinematic Universe where
yeah,
he's the biggest villain from the largest film ever made. Um, and like then even just saying like even having an opinion about something like Rose is the villain
yeah.
um is like stupid and funny and like it's like that's what I wanted the whole thing to be like is like
Mm,
where your petty weird gay villainy thought like why wasn't
yeah.
someone dressed as wire hangers or whatever
Oh,
um
that makes sense.
is
Yeah,
just like these funny stupid characters but instead it was like all very self-serious in the way that it was like I'm just going to come as the most accurate replication of a movie villain
that
when I
makes
google the
sense.
word villain um
Mm,
so I just appreciated that it was the essence of what to me like good drag should be is like not
yeah,
necessarily a perfect beautiful everything but instead just like there's a thought there's an idea
yeah.
there's like something here there is something to be mad about like that's we should be so excited to have something to even like talk about
You know
and
what? I'll
coming
give
out
you that.
oh, I just wish she'd ripped the Titanic model off the base. I don't know
Yeah.
why that, Dremel it off, get it down. Um, and then, inside the iceberg is naked Kate Winslet getting her portrait painted.
Oh, that's what's
With a,
supposed to be. Oh my God, girl, add a
yeah,
boob.
she's add a
Add a
boob,
boob,
and
something.
I also think she could have done like the illustrative style of James Cameron's charcoal picture of Kate Winslet.
Yeah,
So where
something.
were
And
we
then,
here? Yeah,
are you gonna eat it?
I am gonna eat it. I love it. I love it. I love it
Wow.
because it's so. I'm like, whatever you regurgitate, I'll be like the family dog and come and eat it.
Please. The bodysuit like fully not being all the way down. Like I can see her
Yes.
legs. So, oh my God, girl. What do you think of this? What do you think of the
This is.
witch, the Grand High Witch?
It's so spectacular. I love the transformation. I think like, this is really high camp, high drag.
Yeah.
But I wish that I do wish that it was like there was a bit more meat on the bones of the interpretation. But I think the
Mm.
delivery was so spectacular that you can't be angry. Like I love that she came out and pulled her face off.
She did it too quick, I feel like.
Yeah, I see that, and I wonder what the face was looking like over the top of it.
Yeah.
But that's like I like when the girls plan to like how is this going to be seen on TV? What does this look like when it's walking down the
Yeah.
runway? Because these outfits don't really need to exist any other place than walking 30 meters and existing for like 15 seconds. That is their
Yeah.
whole life cycle. So yeah, like and the what she's done with prosthetics here is really fabulous. I do wish I think it's missing like a perspective, like a stamp, but I think it's just so good that you don't need to worry so much
Yeah.
about that. So I'm gonna
Are you
say
eating?
8. Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it too. I think she could have played up the reveal a little bit more and
Uh-huh.
maybe like add one more element because remember like maybe like the sleeves could be a tearaway and it reveals that she has chicken hands or
Mm-hmm.
something like
Yeah.
it's one more thing that could have really hit it, but I really like it. Godland
Yeah.
rarely disappoints on the runway.
Well, 1,000%. And I think just congratulations for not picking once again from the largest IP in the entire world, like the very first
Agreed.
Google option.
So Mariah wins the challenge. What do you think? Agree?
I mean,
Disagree?
I love it. I think she did great. I think it's really interesting watching how these American girls function inside of this extended universe. It's almost like going to the MCU when you have one of the film people coming across to be in one of the TV shows.
Yeah.
It's like you were on the real show and now you're coming to our weird little side shows. And I think sometimes that can be like the girls are not pushing as hard or trying as hard because they're just like, well,
Yeah.
they're begging me to be on this spin-off series. But I think Mariah's really done some like great work and is doing some interesting stuff. Like it was worth saving her for this. I don't want to see an American girl just get to the end without having to earn her stripes against every other
Wow.
girl who's like trying really, really hard. And I think she has done really beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with her win, even though her runway was hideous. Sometimes I guess sometimes the runway doesn't matter, I guess. Because
or it
who else
does
would
the
have done
most.
it? Yeah. Because for some reason, I mean, I don't want to, love Spanky, but a lot of her runways, that's
You're talking about the woman that is the queen of Down Under. She's on all our money.
She's like one of my favorite winners, but like, let's, gotta be real when we gotta be real.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the thing. Like, drag is like not having money to buy a nice wardrobe. Drag is like an essence. It's an idea. It's an ephemeral feeling you get when you look at this person. And so
like,
that's why
I love mall drag.
Yeah,
I love mall
absolutely.
drag. But like Mariah is not mall drag. This is not
no,
drag.
No.
This is like I don't
this
know
is like this is but it's like there's a thought.
Yeah.
There's a perspective, and that's more than I can say. So I think there was like at least an idea.
Yeah. And the bottom three were Zahira, Serena, and Fontana. Do you agree with the bottom placements? Bottom
It's
three?
pretty cutthroat. I mean, as we're talking about the like Mystique Scarlet Witch, imagine being in the
Yeah,
bottom looking that good. Like
I
it's yeah.
know. So
Um
yeah,
yeah. I think that we're in the danger zone of like episode 5 is normally when the biggest tragedies take place as far as people going home. Like I think for it's
yeah,
like the first few girls that go home, you're like, okay, like I could see that for you, whatever. Like in any season, you're like, oh, like maybe it just wasn't your season or whatever. And then you start getting down to this period where it's like, oh, I actually girls that I'm like thinking could have gone all the way have suddenly
yeah,
vanished, and that's a really hard pill to swallow. So yeah, it's a bit sad.
yeah. I just don't think her critiques make sense. Like, I do think comparatively, maybe she sh- should have been in the bottom three, but her
Mm.
critiques were kind of like, oh, we didn't get what character you were supposed to be right away, but then one of the other character calls her dad. So it's like
Yeah.
first to second. And Michelle was like, oh, you should have done, I forgot what she said, something stupid. And I was like, okay, girl. I didn't
Mm.
agree with the critiques a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I guess I agree with her being in the bottom three though. That
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, and now they go into getting the chippy tea.
Yeah. And then in Untucked, they have to plead their cases. Do you think Zahira was fake crying? That's my question for you.
1,000%, yes.
It
And
was
if
like,
she wasn't, then like I think that there's something else going on because that's the
yeah,
most bizarre. Like,
it was so awkward.
I just don't think that there's like when the girl's like, why aren't you pleading your case? And I'm like, because I'm on television and this is so embarrassing. And like begging for a bejeweled card. Like,
Yeah.
help. Come on. Um, But yeah, I think it's really funny. I want to like supercut of like anytime the girls are in the bottom, and there's like a sheet, like a formula sheet of like the things you say. So you go
Yeah.
like,
I
so you
have a
start
lot of
crying,
fight
and
left
then
in
you
me.
and you say I have a lot of fight left in me. Then you say where you're from, and then you say how every single person in that country is
Is
waiting
there?
for you to win. And it's like the people of Mexico are waiting for me to win. And if you send me home now, this is going to be a giant issue for global world politics. And you're like, bitch, I don't know. um, yeah. And then,
That's so
like,
true.
obvious, it's really funny with like um, Naomi being like the most German human being in the world at that
Yeah.
moment, being like, why is she crying? She is so emotional for no reason. Get over it, girl. And you're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
There was no tears coming. She said no tears
No,
left to cry.
yeah. I mean, that's why you got to bring a tear stick to old Drag Race. Get the menthol under the
Exactly.
eyes. Yeah.
So she gives her chippy tea to Zahira. Did you expect it because they were on the same team? Or were you like,
I think that
okay.
was, yeah. I mean, I think that was a nice, good thing to do.
Yeah.
Um, I think as well that picture you have on the bottom here is the most haunted
Yeah.
fucking thing I've ever seen.
Everybody's
It's
so
like,
serious.
and everyone looks like, what the fuck? This is like the most bizarre assembling of like off-brand Marvel characters you've ever seen. Like when you put all the toys from different action figure sets together, you're
Yeah.
like, what? Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah.
And then the lip sync. Now let's talk about the lip sync. What do you think of the lip sync? Crazy
Crazy
song that they
Frog.
picked. Yeah.
The crazy, well, I've performed this song before, and as has Miss Gabriella Bucci, who commented on it being like,
Ooh.
I should have done it because I do this song all the time. And I'm like, this is what sets Australian drag different, is that
Yeah.
all the drag queens are like, who hasn't done Crazy Frog? um were you familiar with this track?
I was. I mean, this was very popular in Nepal when I was growing
Yeah,
up.
I mean, this was like you could get it as your theme, like your
Yeah,
ringtone on your
ringtone.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring back ringtone lip syncs.
I know.
This was like, yeah, a pretty like like one-sided lip sync, if you
Mm,
ask me. There was a party
okay.
blower at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know that we need that. I don't know that that's the special effects we need. Yeah.
I appreciate they chose the song. It reminded me of Global All Stars. I know everybody's saying it, but they had the Nama Nama. I forgot the song's name, but that lip sync where Vanity from Sweden did it with
Mm-hmm.
Calavaro from Mexico, and this was kind of repeated. We've got Fontana from Drag Race Sweden sending home a girl from Mexico
Mm-hmm.
with a song which has no discernible lyrics. So I'm glad that it happened again. I
And
will
also,
say,
what a great equalizer.
yeah, I agree. I love when they pick weird songs like this, like the Jinx Monsoon,
Yeah.
wow, wow, wow.
So
I
good.
Yeah. So I love when they do that. I will say, and this is going to be a very hot. I hope people don't be mad because this is kind of an unpopular opinion. I thought they
Drag Race
both.
fans?
I know. I think they both did terrible
I love it. Okay,
because
yeah. Good.
okay, they for some reason to me they lacked the whimsy that this needed.
You're right. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that as a
It
read.
was just too focused for some reason, and like you see, have you seen Global? You haven't seen Global All Stars because who has seen Global All Stars? But
Wait, with Queen?
yeah. Exactly. They
Yes,
had
of course. No, I watched that
exactly.
because I knew Miss Queen was going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Queen.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like with queens. So I was like, yeah, every drag race.
With drag queens.
But yeah,
Miss Queen
Kong,
Kong.
yeah. But
Yeah.
they did
That went
Vanity
well for her
Bay
eyes.
at that like Nama Mama.
Yeah.
That lip sync is so
Yeah.
fun because Vanity is like having fun. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe the fun was missing in a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's like trying to do sexy Crazy Frog is a bit of a tricky one.
Yes.
I don't think like Crazy Frog was anyone's gay awakening. I think it was like interesting that like there was a moment where it became clear that maybe no one like Serena hadn't heard the song before and went really like literally into like, but I'm a frog.
Yeah.
She was doing like frog jumps everywhere. And I also think this combination of outfits was just something to behold. Because like she had
Yeah.
the braid wig and then the red wig on top. And
Yeah.
then
I
she
tried to
had the
cut it.
glitter and then
Just like
the blue makeup and then like the green top over the top and then like hopping around and then pulling out the party blower. I was
it just
like,
was a lot.
this it felt like I was watching like AI slop like video. Like, it was like every time I looked back at her, she looked completely different. The hair was doing something
Yeah.
different. She was like jumping like a real frog. Because we all know the crazy frog doesn't jump like a frog. He rides a motorcycle that's invisible.
Ding, 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 ding. That's
In the future.
that's true.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Why did she have Cleopatra wig?
That was, and at the end when like you could hear the beads like all hitting into themselves softly, like she was a gorgeous wind chime while she was getting
Yeah.
sent home. I was like, this is such an intense choice. But I guess you just run out of lip sync wigs at a certain point.
Yeah. I just like, okay, why is Cleopatra there? Maybe she loved this wig and she was like, I'm probably gonna go home today. Let me just get it out. At least wear it on TV.
Cleopatra, but then like with a glittery bodysuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
She
is
looked
yeah.
episode. Who is your winner?
Of the show. Okay.
Somebody's cracking up in the background, by the way.
Stop laughing.
Just kidding.
I think the what seems to be happening is that it's gonna be I wouldn't be surprised if the final two was like a Kate and a Godland combo. I think like God has become like the narrator of the season. So like I feel like those two are kind of splitting the narration thing. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them. And I think I would love a Drag Race Thailand like winner to take the world. I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
Like I think that she's just really interesting television. I don't know that she's always play like I would love to see more of like her authentic self. I feel like she's always playing
Yeah.
camera TV time. Like I think that is the thing that I find a bit hard to get through to her. Because she's like, it always feels like it's a pre-formulated quip, but I don't
Yeah.
think you can argue with what she's brought to the show and the
Agree.
energy that she's kind of got. What about you? What do you think?
I agree with you. I think for me right now, I am Team
Yeah.
Gotland. That's how she. That's how she
Sminty has a lot to answer for that vocal fry that she taught her.
And then but I will say, Fontana is still kind of Fontana and Kate. I feel like might still come back. So
I think Fontana is like another great. I think that like that could be a really great top 3 if that ends up like I feel like they're queuing it up for Kate, but I'd be really impressed if it was Miss Gord.
Yeah, I agree. Also, like another UK queen winning would not be that. I mean,
I wonder if they're mindful. I mean, like the thing I'll leave you with about my experience going on Drag Race, having been like someone who did reacts for many years and was on the show and has always kind of wanted to peer behind the curtain, is that it's really not rigged in the way that people think it is. Like I would like I really like I got there on the first day and kind of like went up to, the producers and Michelle and be like, okay, so what's the plan? Who's going to win the season based on, and they're like, what? No. And I was like, what do you mean? It's like, certainly you just have, and they're like, no, we just take it day by day. And then like the conversations we ended up having, it felt like, they're like, no, it's just whatever's like good on the day. Like there's no other like bullshit. And I was really shocked by that. But like being inside of it, you really, really quickly realize like it makes sense in hindsight how all this stuff is like, obviously this person was amazing the whole time you didn't see it. But it's like when you're a judge, you really only see them when they're on the stage. And you really only get this like little window into the whole thing. And it's really hard to know how it's all going to be perceived later on. So you're just going with your best evidence. And so I would say, like, unfortunately, the Occam's razor is like the show is never as produced. Like it isn't as produced as you want it to be. Like it isn't this conspiracy. It's more just like, no, it's just kind of like a random assortment of things that all coalesce at a certain time to make things happen. And then later on it's edited to make more sense. That's really interesting and really bizarre. And I'm really like terrified for when that show comes out and people are like, what the fuck were you thinking about it?
I'm so excited. You're going to be wonderful. And Lazy Susan, I keep want to call you like lazy. And I'm like, no.
Call me lazy. Everybody does.
But Miss Susan, thank you so much. I mean, I genuinely really appreciate it. I know you're in a hurry, so I'm going to let you go. But thank you so much. And we kind of like, I know I kind of rushed us, but I'm so sorry.
No, I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate all that you do. I am such a big fan, and that's not a lie at all. So anytime you need anything from me, you just let me know. I'm such a fan of yours. And I'm so just, thrilled to be involved with anything that you've touched. And I'll see you in hell, you piece of shit.
I'll send you the $20 that you...
Yes. Good. This has been a really long cameo. Jeez.
But thank you so much. And I wish you all the luck for the thing. And before you go, you want to plug something? I know you have a show coming out. Any other things?
Yeah, we've got Witchy Girls coming out in May, which is our web series, the dirtiest words that have ever existed in humanity. But that's really exciting. And then we have, obviously, I have a podcast called Death to Everyone, which you should seek out, which is a show that is just about 2 drag queens deciding what should survive the apocalypse that is coming upon us. Which you'll be happy to know Nicole Kidman's clapping hands have survived. Important. Exactly. And goodbye. I'm sorry if I offended anyone here.
Oh, no.
Love you in the comments.
Thank you so much, Liz Susan. Bye. And I hope you have a wonderful day because it's the morning there. So
I've got a full day ahead of new mistakes to make. Ciao for now.
Bye. Like that hat. I'm
Belinda Greed. Ciao.
Bye. Love you. Bye.